Hey girls, it's Tuesday. First off, I'm just gonna mention that the finding of funny faces, especially Lizzie's, was a complete fluke. Normally, and I hate that I do this, but I do. Normally, I listen to a lot of YouTube videos, but I don't actually watch them. It depends on who does the videos and what the content is, but a lot of the just general video blogs, I'll minimize the window and just listen to the person talk and then do something else in a different window, like read a blog or be on Facebook or something. So the reason why I found that funny face Lizzie is because my internet decided to make the video freeze up at that one section. I probably won't be screenshotting too many other funny faces. Pet peeves. This is a question I normally have a really hard time answering. You know how people are in personality quizzes, or you know those little blog quizzes where you just answer a bunch of information about yourself. It's not really a quiz, it's more of a read all this information about me and stuff. Normally when they ask what your pet peeve is, I am stumped. I'm like, I don't know, what really bothers me? But there are things that really do bother me. I just never consider them my pet peeve. First one is really similar to one of yours, Lizzie, when people walk really slowly in the middle of the path. It's not just when people walk really slowly in the middle of the path for me, it's when people walk really slowly in groups of 3 or 4 or even 2 depending on how big the sidewalk is. I also walk very quickly with a purpose. Like if I'm walking from place to place, I don't want to waste time walking from place to place unless I'm like, I want to be walking. But if I'm walking to school, to my class in the morning, I leave 10 minutes before class. I don't want to leave earlier than 10 minutes before class. And I am walking like to get to class, to get into a seat so I can learn. I'm not walking just for the sake of being in the cold morning air, because it's freaking freezing here right now in the morning. Oh my gosh. And then there's these groups of girls, or guys even, who are just like standing there, like 3 or 4 people or even 2 people in a row, and you can't get around them, but they're walking as slow as a snail and you just want to kind of punch them in the head and be like, get out of the way. One of my biggest pet peeves is something that really only my mom does, and I know she watches these videos, so maybe she'll take note of this. When I get a voicemail that's something as simple as, hey, wondering how you are, call me back. It costs me money and more time to answer that voicemail and delete it and then call you back than it would if you just sent me a text message saying call me back. And it probably took you more time to send me that voicemail than it would to send me a text message. Like, in the age of text messaging, I feel like voicemail is reserved for non-personal things. I understand that my mom likes to leave me voicemails, but just leave me a freaking text message. I try not to answer my phone in class, but I'm more apt to answer a text message in class, whereas if it's a phone call or a voicemail, I'm just gonna silence it until I get out of class. Text message I can reply to quickly. Send me a text message before you leave me a voicemail, because it just makes more sense in my eyes. So it's a big pet peeve of mine when people leave you voice messages that could simply be text messages. In general, yeah, this video was a bit difficult for me to do because I never really think of what bothers me all the time. I just kind of noticed that it bothers me at that one time. And it's never really just pet peeves, it's more of a significant hatred. I feel like a pet peeve is a bit less than that. If you want to ask about things I really hate, I definitely have a lot more. Maybe I'll do a video like that on my personal channel. So I think that suffices for now. No funny face of Lizzie today. I'm gonna leave you with a funny face of my own. This is a face my sister does whenever I go home, so I haven't mastered it yet, but she's pretty good at it. Anyway, there you go. Candace, I'll see you tomorrow.